Sorry, I reckon we maybe need to record so we can keep this as our little thing as well. Then Stacey, you can drop every call, you can drop to Melissa, she can record it and drop it in somewhere. Maybe we just need to invite her to the sheet so she can do admin for us if we need it, right? Okay, so that's kind of my thinking. So then we know what's planned for the next month, right? And then we go through, okay, each day, what are we working towards on that, right? Obviously, Sivan, your promo plan is for GES, but we want to break your targets down so that we've got September, October, and November. What are we doing with that? So that we're bringing tickets in, and how are we setting up what we need to have done? Because landing pages take 2 weeks, emails, journeys take 1 week, etc. So we need to work in those kind of milestones along the way while we're doing this, right?
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes. But
It sounds
including
like
the
that
promo plan for those for
Sorry,
the
second.
next few months, right? Including those in the promo plan.
Yeah.
For Q4, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, we want to get like 75 VIPs and we want to get the partners in there and stuff. Stacey, Alina is busy looking at all the stuff and the payment links and checking and making it all work for us for those events. So just Sivan, so you know, I'm on that already. We're sorting out the links and the packages and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay. Great.
Okay. So then,
sorry, Michelle. So I just had one question. So with regard to the tickets and stuff like that, like I know we talked about, you know, changing the packages and everything.
just
yesterday.
hold on. Let's come and talk to that in
Okay.
the relevant section, right? Instead of jumping a bit, I just want to know if the structure works for Hitam first. Because I know that it will work for you. Thank you. Hitam, does it work for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right. And then before we go on to each of the topics for the promos, if you go into the project map, Sivan, like the NASA one, I'm going to share my screen because I think there's some good things in here that we can take out, which is valuable. Stacey, we'll get to that questions of yours. Okay, so basically, these are the most important things for any kind of sale, event, partnership. We want to know how many tickets and records we have for this event. So maybe, Stacey, what I suggested to Sivan is that we copy over some of these things into this new system to see how it works, because it might work more efficiently than running these runny things, which you know how much I love. So this one, then we've got upsell sales targets so that Hitam can make sure that he's on top of targets, right? We have a particular run sheet for an event or a masterclass. We the payment links and stuff are going to have to go in here because the data people will use that for now. But then I'm thinking the sales manager task. So there's a section for Hitam to go through and actually mark off which ones he's doing, because you can see it gives you a whole task list here for the different things for sales managers. Then there is something which is also cool in here. Event tasks. There's a whole mass list of here, right? So it's not necessary, but you can see for which events it works and stuff like that. So we know what we need to accomplish, because this gives you, you know, some kind of a guideline of all the masses of things that need to be done. There's a data task. So for example, like here, you can see 3 weeks before a webinar, 3 weeks before a competition, this is what we need to start submitting for data people. Automations, this gives us an indication there, right? Which is helpful, I think. And I don't know what this is. You see, we have done it.
It's training. Yeah.
Is there something else I can help with?
Sorry, Siri was having a moment, but do you see, Stacey, we actually did do this.
Yeah, I know.
So what is your challenge? Okay, these are training videos, Sivan, that we can store, and you guys can go through this, because we've actually done stuff with a lot of the things here, and we're trying to keep up our videos and stuff, what have you, right?
What is the email submission? Is
It's
the process for
yeah, there's a form you have to submit with your topics and stuff like that. And this is, so what I would think over here is the timeline, right? This one is 1 week. You need 7 days. Product is about, calendar is 7 days, most of them, 1 week.
Yeah. On the competition, Michelle is expecting me to give her, it seems to me, a series of emails, copy the, I'm not sure if it's just for the competition or for the whole event. And I'm not clear on these series of emails. What are they? I know that I worked on the autoresponder and email, like, and that's it. But I'm assuming there's going to be a follow-up email, but I'm not sure what other emails should be in the chain that may be already in place.
So normally, this is some kind of a sequence that you do, right? So you would have a thank you. So maybe you can, sorry, Savan, I'm making you do admin today because I don't know how that system works yet and I haven't played all night on it yet. So apologies. But this is like a sequence of any kind of mailer, right? You can see we have either like a special invitation, we have a last chance to book, a call, a reminder to book a call, and the last chance, yes? You can see from no, this is my cookie, sorry. Let's just go here. Normally what you would do is you would have a series of autoresponders for an event, right? Then you would have sales mailers. The sales mailers is really what's happening, what you want to do, and then you have like after sales mailers. So the company that we use is Cucumber Content. Stacey, can you drop Penny a message, please, and ask her to give
Actually, Penny's email is texting me right now to get on a call with her in order to talk about the mailers. So you're doing it already.
Yeah. So if we can just message her back if she's given you access to this. But what you kind of do in here, you can see this is stuff that's in the queue. We have specific people that work on it for us. So if you want to do a request, you basically create a request. So this is a company that drafts copies. So Savan, this is when I'm lazy and I don't have time to think, I use them, but it's not always the most effective, right? So you can also use them, but I think one thing we need to be careful of is that we do great copy and we don't just do half copy. And the challenge is sometimes that they don't do the best copy because you've got to give them a description, you've got to tell them what you want and how many words, and you've got to give them some inspiration. So you can put all of this in, right? Do you want stock photo, and then you submit it. But you need to tell them in here that its deadline is 1 week or 2 days or whatever it is, and then they'll get to it. So it actually is quite a cool system, like for sales, generic emails, things like that. So you can always go into the requests one and see, like here you can see they do PIN, they do all the trading master classes and stuff like that. They go through there. Yeah. So that's just a Penny will give you access. So then you use that, right? But I mean,
what's the turnaround that you do in 2 days?
I tell them and they've given it to me in 2 days. They've been amazing. I think, I think sometimes there's a delay. I've had, out of all the times I've used them, I've had 1 delay. But then they've come back and they've said, I'm so sorry, there's a delay. So the sequence of emails is generally to say there's a thank you sequence. Then it's like, you've got to follow up stuff. So, hey, we see you haven't clicked on this thing, or, why haven't you joined us yet? Why haven't you registered for the competition? This is why it's an amazing competition. You should be registering. I don't know, So I would say it's generally about a 5 sequence email. And then you have the last one is last chance. You don't have a lot of time on this competition. So I would say probably a 3 to 4 sequences max. So one was your thank you. Then the next one is, hey, we haven't seen you register for this competition yet. Then entries close in 5 days. Last chance to enter. Bookings are closed. What are you going to do? Book a call with one of the team. Maybe there's something else we can help you with. That's my suggestion to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Beautifully.
Amazing. Okay. Cool. So, Savan, how's that working in your little agenda thingy, my Bobby? Are you winning?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go in and set it up more. I created a tab called agendas with the different topics. I'm trying to see the best way. I'll smoothen it out later,
cool.
But I got the basic stuff in there right now.
Michelle, sorry to interrupt you, Savan. Can I? Penny wants me to talk to her. Apparently, Michelle wanted her to talk to me. Can I? We're gonna record this, right? We're recording. Can I get a copy of it and kind of excuse myself now?
Sure.
Okay. So I really were looking forward to do this. So, but I apologize. I gotta do this.
It's okay.
But I think honestly, these sequences you gave me is all I needed. I think that's cool. Yeah.
Great. We got one block of flow gone. Go for it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
See you guys
See you
later.
later.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So then let's talk GES now, because that's your promo. So let's then do a topic under GES. So how's your number one? How's your promo going? Did you kind of get through it? And did you understand what we talked about yesterday? And are you okay to build this over the weekend or until Monday?
Yeah, that's the main priority right now is creating that by Monday. So I have landing page, the GES customer journey, the confirmations, which is part of the customer journey. And then I did ping Melissa as well for the event SOPs. And yeah, creating the GES promo and the new system is going to be my main focus. So
Okay. Let's talk tickets. Stacey?
All right, so I remember yesterday we were talking about the products and everything like that, for just a few amendments and whatnot, but so with the tickets that are being set up, is Carl doing that, or do you need me to do that on the partner side of things? Because I don't think I've ever actually done it. I'm not saying.
So
that
you
I
mean the
can't.
5 tickets and the 3 tickets and stuff like that, the 2 bundles, the 1 bundle, that one.
Yeah. I'm
So
not saying
Alina's
you
going to
can't
come
do
back
it.
to me. Alina's
Okay.
going to come back to me because I raised it with her today. She says, why are we doing this? Because I've dropped everything in Basecamp for Carl.
Mhm. Yeah.
They aren't answering me. So if
Yeah,
you
'cause
can
I
follow
saw
up
that.
there. But basically Alina's gone and had a look and she said, why are we doing this? I said, because we need these, because there's some products that are added into these things. So what is the best suggestion? So she's going to come back to me tomorrow. Okay. On that. So yeah, I think don't panic just yet. You and I will get this sorted out. The only challenge I have is we need to start. The one that we do need to put together is the EXE with the VIP tickets.
Mhm. Yeah.
So my view is let's call it, and I think the EXE ticket has been set up. If you can check up on that with me, with Alina, to see if EXE, and then say to her, we've got an EXE VIP bundle that we need to be making, because Michelle keeps getting on our case and asking why we haven't done it. Then we've sold one EXE place already to Kevin and Sally Cope, right? It's not pulling up on anything. Can you check their account and see what's been done there? Because I don't even know if they've received an email, if they know what's going on or don't go on, whatever.
and we have a 75 EXE tickets already kind of secured, right? As far as with the intention that we're selling the, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. So the GES VIP spots,
Mhm.
right? Okay,
EXE is going to be, we're going for 150 in the room, right?
right. But I'm saying we already have half of that based on that will sell the GES VIP
Yes.
spot.
And then we're going to do, how are we going to get the balance of the EXE tickets done, you know? What is the best route for us to reach out to partners? Stacey, also Sally and Kevin, they paid, I think initially we had this thought, they paid for a stand at GES and they haven't paid the full price. So we're going to have to honor it. So check their stuff also. And then if we can put a, for Savannah and myself, if we can put a database together of our past partners for EMEA or London, so we can go through that, like Anthony Chadwick, Alison Shadrack, they want stands, right? But I need to check what those, you see, those prices, I need space, like what is the allocation of the space that I can have for these partners, and Shazad hasn't come back to me.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Because then that will help us. Because if I know I need to go to 2 partners every week and get tickets, you know what I mean? And so if I need to meet 2 partners a week and we'll fill those tickets, I'm okay to do that, right? But I just want to get everything clear before we speak to these poor people, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
Also, Michelle, I know, I think it was you who mentioned to contact Marilees for a master sheet of suppliers from London for these events, but she doesn't have a master sheet.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she said she gave something to Shazad already.
No, she said that she doesn't have one, that she knows who she uses where and when, depending on the city in the UK, but that there isn't like a master template. She asked, if it's something that's needed for a particular problem or objective. I don't think it's as time sensitive. But I just,
Mm.
I asked for it, so I don't know
Okay,
if
let
it's,
me check in with her, maybe. I
but I
don't
can
know.
ask this out to what he has. I think it would be good, just like there are certain things like this where just having access to it as we,
Yes.
and then add people on, so. And then for, I think the August 31st event is, since that's
50.
a little bit more time sensitive, what was your thoughts, I guess, on filling in those empty seats? Just because there's a psychological component of going to an event that has a small amount of people. When it's a packed room, it feels like you're more likely to be onboarded onto a product.
Mm,
I don't know if it could be like a social media contest where if they comment, where we're giving away a few tickets, they don't know who we comment.
I think it is a good idea. I think what we need to do is they need to do a post on their relevant platform. So maybe it's last chance to maybe it's a competition, right?
Yeah, because if they're commenting and then we're sending messages to a few of them, giving them a free tickets, it's not like they're sitting there cross-referencing.
Remember, it's not the virtual one. We're wanting for Lourdes and Christy to fill their rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And the biggest challenge that Christy had is she had like over 200 people on LinkedIn. She did the event on LinkedIn, but she didn't put a thing where they must buy it. So she had interest of like over 200 people, and she can't get those people to come to the event. So I'm not sure what the problem is. So maybe you've got some kind of a thought process. So Stacey, it may be worthwhile, because you guys are all on the time zone, to jump on a call with Christy and let's see if we can redeem some of those people on LinkedIn. So maybe there's a she's not paying for the venue anyway. So whether she does a $1 ticket for them, I don't think it's the worst case in the world, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like the $1 or $27, that amount is not enough to qualify leads or know where they're at. It's like the goal is to fill the room at this point. And make
I think we should, with Christy, definitely work on that, right? What happens if we just did the page, like gave her the affiliate page with a $1, Stacey? This is a thinking process. And I don't know, maybe we give her, you know what I'm getting at, that they get the page with the $1, they click, they pay, but we then send them an email to say you've qualified for a space at the live event instead, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that works.
Yeah. Do you know, Stacey?
Too little, too late, I think.
Okay.
Personally.
Sorry.
No. I think if we were gonna do that, I think we should have done. And I mean, I don't mean like going to them for the $1 tickets. I mean just going to them for.
She has been reaching out, but for some reason, the event was set up. She didn't have a link. They said yes on LinkedIn, but now they're not paying for their ticket. So, guys, I do have to go. I'm sorry, I've got a client call.
Yeah,
but I mean, you guys can stay on. I'll leave, Stacey. I've made you the host, and you guys can just chat on a list if you need to.
We won't be able to stay on because you're on your
on another one. Oh, God, sorry.
And I'm supposed to be the 10 a.m. one, the NASA special offer.
Yeah, I've just got a client call now before that, and then I'll see you guys on that call.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, see you in a bit.
All right.
Okay, bye.